It's time for GMA3. The convicted felon accused of impersonating police officers responding to calls.
I thought you were like one of our detectives at first.
How officers say they knew something was off and what they say they found in his truck.
Thank you for being a friend.
Feeling golden, celebrating the best of television at the Emmy Awards.
I don't know what to say. This is so nice.
The night's biggest winners and the moments you may have missed. And not one, but two games for Monday Night Football, plus meet the Texan star who beat the odds and the coach who helped change his life. It's time for GMA3.
One more time.
From ABC News headquarters in New York City, this is GMA3.
Ooh, good song to bring in Monday afternoon. One more time. Thank you for joining us this Monday. I'm Janae Norman.
And I'm Gio Benitez here with Rianne and Allie. It is so great to see you guys on a Monday.
Oh, we have a great show coming up. Sports in full swing and also deals in steals.
Oh, yeah.
September sizzle. Tori Johnson is here with products from small businesses, everything from helping you sleep better, which I need right now, I know, to your coffee that you need to get your day started. And the savings all start at less than $5.
I was out there looking at the stuff.
Were you shopping?
I always shop with the deals and steals. It's good stuff. All right, also ahead here, we've got a health alert about back pain. Dr. Darian Sutton's going to be right here to tell us about a new study that looks at whether acupuncture could help.
All right, a lot to get to, but we begin with new video of a Washington State man accused of impersonating a police officer and responding to emergency calls in full uniform. Stephanie Ramos is here with this. Stephanie, he was dedicated to it.
Yes, he was committed to the bit. But look at this guy. He looks legit, right? He's not. This man in Washington State was pretending to be a police officer, and he went all out. Dark SUV with the police lights, body armor, and a metallic-looking badge, but something still gave him away.
At first glance, it looked like a routine police response to a trespassing call in Bremerton, Washington.
I thought you were like one of our detectives at first.
I know some of the guys were with the task force.
What agency did you say you were with?
Edmonds?
You're with Edmonds.
Edmonds, yes.
But investigators say none of that was true. The man in uniform, 49-year-old Michael Scaletta-Teets, isn't a detective. He's a convicted felon accused of impersonating a police officer. Police say he showed up at multiple emergency calls, dressed in a tactical vest with a badge, driving an unmarked Ford Explorer with flashing blue lights. Officers say he even called himself Mezzi Scaletta. When he couldn't provide a police commission card, required ID for officers, suspicions grew. A quick call to Edmonds Police Department confirmed it. They'd never heard of him.
Can we not do this in front of everybody? I mean, really?
Inside his truck, police say Scaletta-Teets had a litany of gear, from police patches to a firefighter's helmet.
Look, he's got a firefighter helmet too. Jesus Christ. He's ready to do it all.
Scaletta-Teets was promptly taken into custody, appearing in court earlier last week. A judge setting his bail for $50,000.
He was ready for every public service. So this suspect has pleaded not guilty. Thankfully, we can chuckle a little bit because no one was harmed. Thankfully, but he is facing 2 felony charges: unlawful possession of a firearm and criminal impersonation.
Said he had a firefighter helmet?
Firefighter's helmet in the car. He had all the gear.
Oh,
he was ready to help.
Whatever it was.
Whatever it was.
A little
scary
because he looks so real.
He looked legit. Yeah, but they got him.
We're glad everyone's okay. And
absolutely.
Thanks, Stephanie. Now to a Monday night football doubleheader. Will Reeve joins us from Houston, where the Texans will face off against Tampa Bay. Hey, Will.
Hello, Rhiannon. Good afternoon to you. What's better than Monday Night Football? Well, how about 2 servings of Monday Night Football? First up, it's the Texans here in Houston hosting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Houston struggled in week 1. They lost, but they do have quarterback C.J. Stroud, who can really fire the ball around and should be fired up in front of this home crowd. The Texans trying to avoid an 0-2 start. An 0-2 record is something that these Tampa Bay Buccaneers haven't seen in a while. They have started 2-0, guys, the last 4 seasons, and they have won the division each year. And Tampa's quarterback is Baker Mayfield. He'll be throwing the ball to future Hall of Fame wide receiver Mike Evans and rookie receiver Emeka Egbuka, who had a breakout game in his NFL debut. And there are tons of stars on both teams here tonight. And over in Las Vegas, we've got the Chargers and the Raiders going on. It's so much Monday Night Football. It's all going to be great. It all kicks off starting at 7 Eastern on ABC and ESPN with the game here in Houston, and then we're out to Vegas at 10 p.m. Eastern on ESPN. So you got all that? It's just 2 Monday Night Football games. That's all you need to know and all you need to watch, guys.
All right, we got all that, Will. We're ready to go. A lot of people excited about that. Thank you so much. All right, now to the WNBA playoffs, which tipped off on Sunday. And if yesterday was any indication of how the road to this year's finals will look, well, we're in for a real treat. And Rhiannon, you've got all the action on the court.
Yeah, what a start to the WNBA playoffs. It was incredible. The stage was set. The ladies of the W were ready. 8 teams took to the hardwood yesterday, and after a regular season filled with plenty of drama, the start of the playoffs were not short on big plays from big stars. The first round best-of-3 series tipped off as the top-seeded Minnesota Lynx and 3-seed Atlanta Dream opened with Game 1 home victories. Atlanta beat the Indiana Fever, who played without their star point guard Caitlin Clark. She is out for the rest of the season with an injury. The Fever, winless in the postseason since 2016. They are out for revenge in Game 2. Minnesota dominating the brand-new Golden State Valkyries, and that has been the story for Minnesota all season after losing in the finals last year to the New York Liberty, led by their veteran Nafisa Collier and fan favorites, the Stud Buds. Have you guys seen them? The WNBA stars and best friends, Courtney Williams and Natasha Heidemann, who went viral this season for their social media videos. They are hilarious, by the way. The reigning champs, though, the New York Liberty, chasing that repeat, battling Game 1 in Phoenix against the Mercury. The Liberty going to the third quarter with 15 turnovers, but out-rebounding Phoenix. The game was so close, it went to an overtime thriller with the Liberty ultimately pulling it off. The night ended with the Las Vegas Aces, led by Asia Wilson, playing the Seattle Storm. The Aces had a decisive win over the Storm, so all 3 top seeds won yesterday. The only sort of upset was the Liberty. They are the 5 seed. They beat the 4 seed Phoenix, but they are the reigning champs, so it really wasn't a huge upset.
And I know how much you love the Liberty.
I love the Liberty. I love the WNBA. Love it all.
Well, you said that this series was best of 3, so the losing teams, that means only get one more shot.
That's right. The stakes are super high for this. Let me break this down. For the 4 losing teams, the Fever, the Mercury, the Storm, and the Valkyries, they face a must-win in Game 2. But once they go to the semifinals, it goes to the best of 5, and then after that is the finals. The WNBA changed the finals format after last season because it went to that dramatic Game 5 between the Liberty and the Lynx. So now it is going to be the best of 7, and that is like the NBA. So this is a pretty big expansion for the WNBA.
Good stuff. We're in for a treat for sure.
A lot of information.
Yeah. A whole lot. That's all right. Thank you so much, Rhiannon. So coming up here, many of us suffer from lower back pain. Dr. Darian Sutton is here with a new study that looks at the effectiveness of acupuncture for relief. Stick around. We are back now with the GMA Health Alert. New research indicating acupuncture may provide more relief for chronic back pain in older adults than medications alone. And our medical correspondent, Dr. Darian Sutton, is here with more. Break down the results of this study for us.
So this study provides some data to those who love acupuncture that can support it and also help convince those who might be skeptical. So again, acupuncture, we all have at least heard about it. It involves thin needles, an ancient Chinese practice. And it's shown in this study that it might help those with lower back pain, specifically older adults who have back pain with disability associated to it. In the study, they looked at about 800 older adults all over the age of 65, and they found that those who use acupuncture once a week for up to 3 months had substantial decreases in their back pain related to disability. Gio, that means that they can walk further, they can sleep better, and they have less difficulty with their daily movements, up to 44% meaningful improvements in function. And secondly, it also helped to produce or reduce anxiety, which might be associated to pain in many ways.
And 44% is a pretty high number, but they only looked at patients for about a year to track this. So what do we know beyond that?
So that's the question. How long can it last? So studies have shown, in this study specifically, it only found that it was durable for a year, but that's really how much they look for. In older studies they've seen, especially with younger adults, that it can last even longer, up to 2 years. And it might be sustained if treatment is sustained. Now, importantly, this is using it once a week for at least 3 months. That's a big time commitment here.
But with all studies, there are limitations.
Yes.
All the time, right? So what do people need to know about safety and limitations?
You know, overall, I think it's and Janae had brought this up. As doctors, we think of it as a safe alternative, but most often it's used as an adjunct. It's added to other basic treatments for back pain. That includes things like muscle relaxers, as well as physical therapy. Important to know that the adverse events to this, the risk is very low. Less than 1% have serious adverse events. Most often it's just discomfort. And also Medicare, how do you pay for it? Those who have Medicare, and many might not know this, up to 12 treatments are covered. That can be up to 12 months. And if you show improvement on Medicare while paying for this, years, you might be advantaged to be able to get more treatments that can last up to a year, up to 20 treatments. Now, Medicaid might be different from state to state. Most private insurers are covering it more and more, but the availability depends on the access to certified professionals. This is not something you just want to walk in. You want to make sure that they're at least certified by the state. That's publicly available. You look for the National Certification Commission for Acupuncture, or most acupuncturists who are certified have LAC after their names. You want to just check that before you start that process.
So LAC.
Yeah, L.AC. You'll see that often after their name.
Okay.
That's what that means.
Awesome. Dr. Darian Sutton, thank you
course.
so much.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
you. Coming up here, what Nicole Kidman is saying about Practical Magic 2, plus the new Springsteen trailer. That and more just ahead in Pop News. You like that movie, huh?
I do.
It is time to get it poppin' with Pop News and Geo.
Oh, let's get popping. That's right. We are going to begin here with Hollywood's Golden Night, the 77th Annual Emmy Awards. There were some special tributes. Look at this right there. Reba McEntire and the ladies of Little Big Town singing the Golden Girls theme song, honoring. So good. 40th anniversary of the show, can you believe it? 40 years. And some other girls hit the stage too. Lauren Graham and Alexis Bledel celebrated the 25th anniversary of Gilmore Girls.
I can't believe it. After 25 years.
25, guys, we're feeling it. We're feeling it. And last night, more than a few stars went home as first-time Emmy winners. That includes the studio star Seth Rogen. That show's so good, by the way. The show also broke an Emmys record for most comedy wins. And adolescent star Owen Cooper made history with his win as the youngest male Emmy winner ever at just 15 years old. All right.
He was so good in that show.
So good.
And his
chilling.
acceptance speech was great.
Sweet.
So sweet. Yeah, Noah Wiley took home the gold for The Pit. His win coming 30 years after he was first nominated in 1995 for ER. Isn't that incredible? His co-star, Catherine Lanasa, also nabbed an Emmy. This was her first nomination.
That was a pretty big surprise, too.
A big surprise, but a very popular show. People love it. Some other first-timers include Trammell Tillman, who became the first black actor to win the Best Supporting Drama category, and Kristen Milioti from The Penguin, and Dan Gilroy, nominated and won for the first time for his writing on the work on Andor. And first-time nominee Jeff Hiller took home his first win for Best Supporting Actor in a Comedy Series, and his speech, it is resonating with a lot of people listening.
I feel like I'm going to cry because for the past 25 years I've been like, world, I want to be an actor, and the world's like, maybe computers. And
Maybe computers. That was so good. Congratulations to all of the winners. So I know, very funny, very funny. And during last night's Emmy Awards, also a brand new trailer dropped for the highly anticipated Bruce Springsteen biopic, Deliver Me From Nowhere. And of course, we've got it right here. Take a look.
Songwriting's a funny thing. And it's about searching for something. Something that's gonna give your life a little bit of meaning.
This is where you're meant to go.
Don't need to be perfect. I just want it to feel right.
Oh, this is going to be so good.
So good. Yeah, the film follows Springsteen as his career began reaching new heights while writing his 1982 Nebraska album. Springsteen, Deliver Me From Nowhere, hits theaters nationwide on October 24th.
I think Jeremy Allen White is such a perfect casting.
I mean,
he's just so good.
So
Everything
talented.
he does. Yep.
So talented. All right. This one's for you. Okay. A little magic and pop news right here.
Why not me? I like magic.
I do like magic too. She's a little witchy though. Okay, Nicole Kidman is giving fans an update on Practical Magic 2. Over the weekend, the Oscar-winning actress shared a sweet video of her and her co-star, Sandra Bullock, writing in the caption, "That's a wrap on Practical Magic 2. Thank you to the cast and the crew for all of your magic." The duo returning alongside Diane Weiss and Stockard Channing, who play their aunts. Also joining the cast, Joey King, Lee Pace, and Macy Williams. Filming began back in July, and plot details are still under wraps. Practical Magic 2 hits theaters next September.
Getting Nicole Kidman and Sandra Bullock together, like those two.
I know, and the first one
incredible.
Came out in 1998.
I mean, they're in a totally different part of their career and life than they were back then.
And they're just as fabulous as they were back then.
It's a cult classic. People love that movie. It's going to be good.
Anything with a little bit of magic.
And
right
a
up my
witchy
alley.
vibe.
Still coming up here on GMA3, Tori Johnson is here with our Deals and Steals September Sizzle.
Welcome back to GMA3.
Welcome back here to GMA3. Tomorrow on GMA, Marlon Wayans joins us live to talk about his new horror movie, plus Scary Movie 6 and so much more. That's going to be a lot of fun.
He's just so funny.
Yes.
Also tomorrow, before the stars hit the dance floor, we're going behind the scenes of Dancing with the Stars to see their final rehearsals ahead of the season premiere.
And on Wednesday, we are headed back to Wisteria Lane with our favorite Desperate Housewife, Eva Longoria, as she talks all about her latest project. She is the owner of a soccer club. She's doing it all these days. Incredible.
Wow. Good for her. She's awesome.
She is awesome.
Yeah.
And now we have an incredible story of survival and a race against time to find 4 siblings who disappeared in a plane crash. National Geographic is bringing the story to life in a new documentary. It's called Lost in the Jungle, and Kana Whitworth is joining us to talk about it. Wow. What a story. It sounds like a movie.
I'm so happy to be here with all of you. It really is a movie, and you have an idea that your kids are amazing, you know? I think we maybe have no idea what our kids are really capable of. 40 days, 4 children lost in the jungle. The youngest is just 11 months old. Again, it's an incredible story of human perseverance and survival, combined with a massive rescue effort that created an unlikely alliance. And they share their story for the first time with National Geographic in the powerful film, Lost in the Jungle.
It was the massive search and rescue mission in May of 2023. A small plane carrying a mother and her 4 children crashing into Colombia's vast and dense Amazon rainforest. The mother and the pilot not surviving. But her 4 kids, ages 13, 9, 5, and just 11 months old at the time, were left fighting for their lives. For 40 days, surviving on nothing but water and berries, living amongst dangerous animals, including poisonous snakes. Now, in the new National Geographic documentary, Lost in the Jungle, the survivors telling their harrowing stories for the first time. The oldest child, Leslie, who was 13 at the time, injured her leg and head in the crash, yet somehow found the strength to keep her siblings alive. She says it was so difficult caring for them. Her baby brother was crying all the time. The film using animation to help bring her story to life. She says she arranged leaves for them to lay on as she tried to console the infant. I was in an accident like this, says her then 5-year-old brother. Leslie protected us. The immense search and rescue operation, a team effort between the Colombian military and local indigenous tribes, finding the plane and later signs of life scattered throughout the jungle. A baby bottle, a diaper, and a makeshift bed of leaves, but no trace of the children until finally.
Encontramos los niños ya. Encontramos los niños. Bendito sea mi Dios. Nosotros encontramos a los niños ya.
After more than a month, there they were, nearly starved but alive. They were given food and airlifted to medical care. Today, they're in the care of guardians and ready for the rest of their lives.
You can tell there from the video, right? That thick jungle canopy. It made it really hard to see the ground from the air. And you combine that then with rain, and it made all those rescue efforts a lot more challenging. Again, we were just talking about how hard it is to take care of a baby, much less be a 13-year-old.
As an adult, and the 13-year-old was injured. Yeah. Taking care of her younger siblings. Incredible story. Can't wait to see the full
Absolutely. And if you want to catch it, Lost in the Jungle is streaming on Disney Plus and Hulu as well.
Gio, Janae, can you believe that story?
Unbelievable story. We can't wait to watch
so great
that.
to see Kana in person.
Yes, usually out in the late. Thank you, Kana. All right, Deals and Steals times. We are kicking off our September sizzle. Tori Johnson has products all from small businesses. Tori, it is so good to see you.
You had a little sizzle going on there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, and so coffee, caffeine gets you in that sizzle mood.
Certainly does.
And this stuff is good.
Yeah,
this
it's so good. It's French press style, so when you want it either at home or on the go, we've got a model for you. The P7, the larger ones, that is their signature best-selling model. So but then we also have this little one that you're holding.
Yes.
This also right here, so that's you could take it to go. And then this right here is the one that is the lightest French press to go on the market.
Wow.
And it is unbelievably light.
Yeah. And you got the stainless steel here, which is really nice.
Exactly. So what's really special about these is this double microfilter. And what that does is it ensures that you get grit-free coffee every single time. So none of those little grinds are going to be left in there.
And that one works. It really works. You get a very smooth cup.
There you go.
Okay,
You heard
I
it from
like it.
him,
I like
and
it.
I'll just tell you, it's 50% off. Yeah. Okay. So if you've ever lost your wallet, keys,
Yes,
luggage,
yes.
So everybody.
Yeah, exactly. KeySmart is for you. So we've got a big variety. So this little card right here, if you stick that smart card in your wallet, it then is compatible with Apple Find My, and so then boom, you can find your
I can
wallet.
actually have a
Put
regular.
this in your pocket so I can always
You
find
can use your own wallet.
You can use your own wallet.
Yeah.
Because right now I have to put the AirTag in there, and it's a little bulky.
Do you see what she's saying? She
What?
wants to
mind
find
being
you.
tracked by me.
There you go.
What
We
did you
also
say?
have,
Put it in
if
your
you want
pocket
this
so I
for
can
your
find you.
keys, so what's cool about this keychain, like the one that you're holding, that one is not trackable, but they make the Smart Pro is trackable. So if you lose your keys, the tracking's built right in
And
that.
it's so compact.
And then, exactly, no jangling in your
Yeah.
pocket. And then this lock for your luggage, TSA approved lock, but it has the tracking that is right built into this. So
That's smart.
super smart products here from KeySmart, all 50% off, but like priceless savings in terms of peace of
Mind
mind.
is blown.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a good one. Okay,
just wrap it.
storage. Look at these straps. So these straps, it's a heavy polypropylene, as you can
duty.
see, heavy duty, and then it's got that really strong grommet as well as the hook and loop, super strong. So it's not just for organizing like this, but then it will hold up to 50 pounds. So even if you're taking a heavy hose, heavy cords, or you're just using it for small little appliances around the house, kind of keeps everything tidy and it's in its place. 12 pack of these, $15, which is a 50% savings. Yeah, it's really good. Okay, this is so cute. Like, slip one of these on your wrist. I gotta look at that here. This is the O Venture, that big O ring, and it first of all, it's super soft. It's like a very nice, silky, smooth fabric. And yes, and so in here, instead of carrying a big bag, you're just running out for coffee, dropping the kids at school, doing a quick errand, walking the dog. You just get to put the essentials in there. But then if you have more stuff to carry, you just add on the big pouch there. Then you can add your keys. So it either comes with the small pouch, the big pouch is an optional extra, but it's just an easy way to be able to carry your stuff hands-free without a big bulky bag. Good stuff. 50 to 60% off a small business that I love.
Okay.
Okay.
Now what is
now I'm
this?
going to speak your language.
Yes.
This is all Lusso, and it's gear for traveling more organized and neater. So this one right here is their signature product. This is for the kids for the airplane.
great.
Yes, for the airplane tray.
Oh my gosh.
So it allows you to keep the kids organized on the airplane, but then they also feel like they've got a space for all of their stuff, and it's super easy to just quickly pack up and go. Then for the car, we have everything from front seat and back seat covers, so there's no scuff if you've got kids or pets.
Kicking their feet.
Yes, this is what you do to
Spilling
prevent
things.
the kicking of the feet. They're still going to kick, but instead of then scruffing up the back of your back seat, this is what's going to protect it. We even have a garbage can for the car. All of this slashed
they
in
thought
half.
of everything.
$10 to $20 for like complete peace of mind and organization.
Wow.
That's fantastic.
All right, now you're
And then
speaking my
finally,
language with the
I
sleep.
know. So from Fluffco, this is the same company that they use the same manufacturer that does the luxury pillows at hotels around the world.
It feels luxury.
It really is luxurious. So we've got firm, soft, down alternative. So 4 options for you to choose from. Are you guys like squishy or firm?
In between.
I'm in between.
All right. You guys get to choose all 50% off robes as well.
Ooh, we love robes.
Oh, yeah.
We are big robe people. Those look great, Tori. Thank you so much. And we partnered with these companies on these great products. You can get them at GMAdeals.com or scan that QR code over there on your screen. And see you back here tomorrow for more deals. Of course, always more deals. Coming up here on GMA3, we're cooking up some good things with award-winning chef Samin Nosrat. Stick around. We are back now with the James Beard Award-winning chef and cookbook author, Samin Nosrat. She has a new cookbook called Good Things that is full of recipes that she shares with family and friends, and now she's sharing some with us. We are so excited. Thanks for being here.
It smells so good.
It smells so good.
Smells
Okay,
awesome.
so we're going to start with what you say is the simplest, quickest way to cook up some chicken. And what's the best way to make sure it doesn't get dry? Because that is so important.
Well, I would say the most important thing is use thighs rather than breasts, because they're like have built-in moisture. They're built-in moistness. So let's go ahead and season these as simply as possible with some salt. You do the lemon zest. Just put some lemon zest over. I'll do salt and pepper. And then I'll do a little garlic too. And just a tiny bit of olive oil.
All you need.
Yeah.
garlic and lemon.
This is as simple as possible. Now, these thighs are kind of, they're wonderful and like really versatile. So if you wanted to make them for tacos, you could do a little cumin and red pepper. If you wanted to make them Japanese, you could do soy sauce and mirin.
I have a question about thighs. Do you prefer boneless and no skin?
Yes.
Or?
Well, I actually love bones and skins. I love all the things.
Me too.
But this is definitely like the fastest, quickest way to do it, because once this sort of marinates now for about 30 minutes, or
gonna look like
honestly,
this.
if you don't have the time, you can
I was
just
going to
do.
say, can you throw the chicken
You can
straight
go
on?
straight on if you don't have the time.
But
Then
if you marinate it, it's going
the
to taste
flavor
a little
goes
better?
in, the
Okay.
seasoning goes in.
Yeah.
And so we'll
they
get a
like
little
that.
oil on our grill. It's nice and hot. You can see it's getting hot right away. And then we'll go just straight into the pan, and you want it to sizzle. You can also do this on a grill. And these are nice and quick. They'll cook in about 4 or 5 minutes per side. And you really just want to get them all the way cooked until they're nice and brown like this.
Look how juicy
Yeah,
that looks.
super juicy.
So good.
They get really golden and brown.
Look,
and
if no one's
go for it.
gonna
You
dig in,
go
I'll go
for
ahead.
it, girl.
I'll tell you how it
You
turned
don't
out.
have to wait for me. This is amazing. So what I love about this is you can cut them up and you could eat them like this with a side of vegetables, or you could cut them up and put them in a grain bowl, throw them in a taco.
This is so flavorful for just a couple of things.
Simple, so simple. So another thing you actually could serve these right together is we're gonna make a little bit of like olive oil grilled bread, which is kind of like toast plus, if you want to think of it, like a delicious brown.
I like
bread.
it. Toast plus.
Yeah, show us how to grill the bread.
So,
This is.
you want to.
Have you ever grilled bread?
Never.
Yeah.
Neither.
So, or olive oil. You can call it grilled bread, fried bread. So the key is to use a generous amount of olive oil. You want to go again into a hot pan, and actually this takes just about the same amount of time as the chicken does. Yeah. Why don't you? You know what? Let's just turn it off. Let's pull them off. Yeah. Get it. There we go. TV magic.
Don't eat those.
Don't eat those ones. Don't touch those ones. Okay, so we're gonna put
That
these
bread
in.
is off the charts.
Yeah, and so the bread, so you're gonna.
He's picky about his bread.
Oh, awesome! Yes, you can use any sort of crusty bread. You're gonna cook it about 3 minutes per side
And this
until
is what it
gets
will look
this
like?
golden and toasty.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's really
that
nice.
looks perfect.
And if
doesn't
you
it?
want, you can actually just swipe it with a little garlic and get some garlic in
Wow.
there. What I like is to make these confit tomatoes, which are like slow cooked in olive oil.
What kind of tomato do you use?
Well, I love doing it with cherry tomatoes because they only take about 25 minutes. And so, again, this is maybe becoming a trope. Beautiful. We use a generous amount of olive oil. And really, the cool thing about this olive oil is once it gets flavored with the garlic and the salt and the tomato, you can use it to make grilled bread if you wanted. So you could use it to cook your chicken. So this will just go into an oven, a nice low oven, about 300, and cook for about 25 minutes until they turn into this. And really, like, they're just bare. They're still, like, the skins are just crackling. So,
We have about a minute left, but I
Great.
want to talk about your cookbook for a second, because
great.
you're all about sharing these recipes and rituals with people you love.
Totally, and so this is really a book about the stuff I cook at home for myself and my friends. And I love that. Yeah,
Perfect.
I'm going to do that in the commercial.
You know, I came
cannot
up
wait.
in restaurants, but this is really the simple stuff I make at home so that we can gather around a table and just have a good evening. So I don't want to be in the kitchen all day. I don't want you to be in the kitchen all day. So this is just like simple, delicious things, all my good things, my tips and tricks, how to get you just having a good time with friends.
Good things.
Yeah,
Love
good
that.
things.
You have such good energy. Thank you so
you.
much.
Thank
you for
you.
being here.
Thank you for
Congratulations
having
on
me.
the book.
Thank you.
Those tomatoes are to die for.
Beyond. And you can get
Awesome.
these recipes on goodmorningamerica.com. Samin's cookbook, Good Things. It comes out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Crunch. Janae, you read this. I'm sorry.
And next, one Houston Texans star's unlikely path to the NFL. The young coach who changed his life and their friendship as they get ready to take the field for Monday Night Football. Stick around.
We are back now with an incredible story ahead of tonight's Monday Night Football matchup between the Tampa Bay Bucks and the Houston Texans. One of the players taking the field went from living in a motel to being an NFL star. Will Reeve has this inspiring story.
7-year NFL veteran Azeez Al-Shire is a star and a leader for the Houston Texans. But his path to the NFL was unlikely and strewn with obstacles.
Azeez Al-Shire stops the first down.
My mother and my father were together up until the time I was about 10 years old, and they got divorced, and my mom is now a single mother with 8 kids. And I just remember, like, we had a place to stay, sleeping in my grandmother's house, but there was no furniture, so we slept on the floor.
One morning when Aziz was 12, the house caught fire.
The entire kitchen just engulfed in flames, and I'm just sitting there like, bro, like we already had nowhere to go. The house was gone. And yeah, at that point, we were literally like homeless in the truest sense of like being on the street.
What did the future look like to you at that point?
I believed I could be here. I had no clue how. I couldn't tell you how. I just had to just literally believe in something that I couldn't see.
While living in a motel, Al-Shire starred at Hillsborough High School outside Tampa, where he caught the eye of a young coach at Florida Atlantic University named Nick Caley, who would change his life.
I remember specifically watching him practice and the spirit and the energy that he was playing.
So it's like I've never even heard of FAU up until this point, and you know, then in comes in the office comes Nick, and he's always had this like huge like energy about him, that like smiling, what's up, dog?
One-on-ones. Good.
Soon, Al-Shire felt comfortable being vulnerable with Caley.
We didn't have electricity or whatever the case may have been, and like I remember like we sit there and we talk, like we have some deep conversations. I mean, I was 16 years old, 17 years old. He was the first person I ever actually opened up to. College coach I ever told about that.
When Aziz opened up to you about his circumstances and you went and saw him at that motel, what do you remember thinking?
You never would have sensed anything because he never let that dictate anything in his life. He never let it stand in his way.
Al-Shire went to play at FAU, but Caley left for a bigger coaching job in the NFL. Still, they remained close.
Seeing like and feeling that genuine like care that he had for me, and it just, you know, really like grew on me.
Now it's a new season, and for the first time, Al-Shire and Caley are on the same team. Caley's in his first year as the Texans' offensive coordinator. Always connected, now the coach and player are grateful to see each other every day.
It's so crazy to think like this is the same person who knew me at 16 years old, you know, staying in a motel with my family.
It's fate. Like, we're here, and I'm really blessed, and now we're on the same team.
It's incredible.
It really is.
That they met when he was just 16, and now it's like full circle. They're back together again.
Oh, I love it. Great story. Thank you, Will. All right, you can see the Houston Texans face off against the Tampa Bay Bucks at 7 p.m. Eastern right here on ABC and ESPN, followed by the Chargers and the Raiders at 10 p.m. on ESPN. And
Double header.
That's right.
A good way to start the week.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us.
Is there anything in my teeth?
I know, right? I was wondering the same thing. Don't do the
So
close-up. For more news, check out What You Need to Know anytime on Disney+. Have yourself a great day.
We'll see you tomorrow, everyone. Should we eat the rest of that food?
I know, right? Where's that from?